Have you ever stopped and wondered what makes a toy car zoom across the floor, or how a blender spins so fast? Well, it's kind of like magic, a secret force that's in so many things we use every day. Today, we're going to pull back that curtain and see exactly how the magic of motion really works.
So think about it for a second. A little toy car, a kitchen mixer, even an electric toothbrush. They seem totally different, right? But they all share one incredible secret. What is it that makes them all go?
You got it. Deep inside each one, they have this magical spinning heart, an electric motor. It's this amazing little powerhouse that takes electricity, from a battery or the wall, and turns it into actual movement. And today, we're going to figure out exactly how it pulls off that awesome trick.
Okay, so to understand how a motor works, we have to start with our very first magic ingredient. I bet you've played with them before. Yep, I'm talking about magnets and that invisible, kind of mysterious push and pull force they have.
So, every magnet has these two special ends, a north pole and a south pole. And from these poles, there's this invisible force field that reaches out into the space around it. It's this field that can grab onto stuff like paper clips or push other magnets away without ever even touching them. Now, magnets follow a really simple set of rules. You can think of it like a dance. Opposites always attract, so a north and a south pole will always pull together. But if you try to put two of the same poles together, like two norths or two souths, they push each other apart. They repel. And this simple rule, attract and repel, is the absolute key to everything we're about to build. Okay, so we've got magnets, but the ones you stick on your fridge are they're always on. What if we could make a magnet that we could turn on and off whenever we wanted to? That, my friends, brings us to our second magic ingredient, electricity. So here's the big question. Can we actually create a magnetic field just by using a flow of electricity? And the answer is a huge, exciting yes. And this idea is the very foundation of our motor. And you know what? It's surprisingly easy to do. All you have to do is take a piece of metal, like an iron bolt, wrap an insulated wire around and around it, and then connect that wire to a battery. The electricity flows through the wire and bam, just like that, you've created what we call an electromagnet. Now here's what makes this so incredibly useful. We can control it. Disconnect the battery and poof, the magnetism is gone. But even cooler is this. If you switch the wires on the battery, making the electricity flow the other way, the north and south poles of your electromagnet flip. This power to switch it on and off and flip its poles, that is the real secret sauce for our motor. All right, we have our two magic ingredients ready to go. We've got permanent magnets with their constant force, and we've got our controllable electromagnet. Now let's put them together and see how we can build our spinning motor. So a simple motor really just has two main players. The outside part that stays still is called the stator, think stationary. That's where we put our permanent magnets. The part on the inside that actually spins is called the rotor, think rotate, and that's our electromagnet. Okay, let's turn on the power. The moment we do, our rotor becomes a magnet. Immediately, its north pole sees the stator's south pole and is pulled toward it, and its south pole gets pulled toward the stator's north. Following the rules of that magnet dance, it snaps into place, making a quick half turn. But hang on a second, now the opposite poles are lined up perfectly. They're happy, the rotor is stuck. The attraction has actually stopped the motion. So what do? How do we get it to keep going around and around? This is where the real genius of the motor comes in. We add a clever little part called a commutator. It's basically a special ring with a split in it that spins right along with the rotor. Think of it as the motor's brain, or maybe like a super fast automatic switch. Its job is absolutely crucial. So check this out. Just as our rotor is about to get stuck, that spinning commutator ring switches which way the electricity is flowing into our electromagnet. The connection gets reversed. And what did we learn happens when you reverse the current? That's right, you flip the poles. And here is the magic trick. The rotor's north pole, which a second ago was being pulled toward the stator's south pole, suddenly becomes a south pole itself. Now you have two south poles side by side, and what do? They repel. They push away from each other with a powerful force, and that push is what keeps the motor spinning. And that's the whole cycle. Attract, flip, repel. Pull, flip, push. The commutator keeps flipping the electromagnet's poles at the perfect moment, over and over and over again. So the rotor is constantly being pulled and then pushed, creating a smooth, continuous spin. And just how fast can this happen?
Well, it's pretty unbelievable. That constant cycle of pulling and pushing can make the motor in something like a vacuum cleaner spin more than 10,000 times every single minute. That is some serious speed, all thanks to electromagnetism. So, we've seen all the parts and how they work together. Now, let's just lock in that knowledge and quickly recap the 5 most important things to remember from our journey into the electric motor. Okay, let's sum it all up. First, motors are all about turning electricity into motion. Second, they do this using the basic push and pull of magnets. Third, the real key is the electromagnet, a magnet we can control. Fourth, we've got our main parts, the spinning rotor on the inside and the still stator on the outside. And finally, number 5, the hero of the story, the commutator, that automatic switch that just keeps everything spinning. So there you have it. Now you know the secret behind everything from the little buzz in your phone to the massive power of an electric car. It all comes down to that clever dance between electricity and magnetism. So now that you know how the magic works, what incredible new thing would you build?